Hey girls, Maria Menounos here, author of the Every Girl's Guide to Life. Want to know my best tips and secrets for organization, travel, weight loss, beauty, fashion, and everything else in between? Go to bing.com/Maria and pick up my new book, The Every Girl's Guide to Life.
You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. Now, the largest new media platform on the web and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Dean Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, this is AfterBuzz TV for Modern Family. Tonight's host is Christy Farris. Joining Christy will be AfterBuzz co-hosts Tangerine, Karen Ward, and Janora. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest Modern Family news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, picking up where the show leaves off and the buzz continues, Christy Farris.
Yay! What's
Christy
up?
in the house.
Yay!
Hey,
shoot.
girls.
The sisters are in the house. What's this about?
Party in the studio.
It's Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, Cinco de Mayo.
Let's get our salsa on. Wait a minute, I'm about to stand up. What? It's too hot in here for
It
all
is
of
too hot
us.
now.
Hey, everybody. Hey,
listeners. We are back.
Hey. Welcome to AfterBuzz TV.
The Modern Family edition.
Thank you very much.
We
with
do
the
talk about the show
sisters.
occasionally.
A little bit.
Yes. Well, first, we just want to say thank you to everyone, especially Maria. We are doing a little plug for her Every Girl's Guide to Life.
Yes,
Maria
an excellent
Menounos.
book.
Yes.
Excellent book. Lots of tips.
Lots.
Get it for
Yes.
Mother's Day, y'all. It's
Oh,
it'll be worth
perfect
it.
Mother's Day gift.
Yes. Maybe you can
Yes.
get it ordered delivery quickly because it's already a
Yeah.
few days away. But your mom will definitely appreciate it because it has tips for everything from real estate to beauty to pimple popping to how to find Mr. Right. I think I saw it all in there.
I love
It's a
it.
great
Did.
book. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's great for your mama, for your
Sister.
baby mama, your
Baby mamas need love too.
right, you know.
Aunties,
Yes, some-
cousins.
Yes.
Definitely
Graduates.
check it out.
I feel really loud, Jesse. Am I loud?
Yeah, I think we're all well.
We all feel that way about you.
I like
Yeah,
Karen.
I was
We've been
gonna
meaning
say-
to talk to you about that whole
Really?
voice of yours.
I'm
but
the loud chick.
It's too late.
There you have it.
You and your
Already-
partner in crime.
Already we have someone named Carol on Twitter that says, a mirror? Really?
Oh, Carol must not know.
Thank you for watching.
The
She
MR
watches
on
every
that
week.
side of the
They
table.
always have it. So, again, my name is Christy Farris, and of course, actress, wonderful things that we have going on. I have going on. I have my one-woman show, and of course, yes, I know Steppin' just aired a couple of days ago. I got a lot of tweets. and
That's
stuff.
what's up. Congratulations
thank
on that.
you.
And for people that don't know, that was written and produced by Bear, who was
yes.
the guy in the
Rest
movie
in peace.
Life that was
Yes.
like, you gonna
gonna
eat your cornbread.
He was
That's
also
the
in Blue
guy.
Hill Avenue.
Oh.
Yes, he's a good
was.
friend of mine, but he passed away.
He did.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Bear. Yeah, he
Rest
was a
in peace.
sweetheart. He was
I
a big
know.
teddy bear.
I
Life
was
is short,
2
y'all.
minutes
Live it
away.
up.
Yeah, I was 2 minutes away from catching him before he passed away. I was trying to get down there, but yeah, I didn't make it in time.
Yeah, I
so.
spoke to him when he was in the hospital. He's actually at my house the week
Yeah.
before he went to the hospital,
Yeah.
showing me the trailer to Steppin'.
wow.
Steppin'.
Yeah.
It was surreal
was showing
seeing him there
everybody.
in the casket. Just I don't know how long it was after we shot the film that he passed away. It was pretty soon.
Yeah. he
it
was
had-
still very excited about it. That's when he brought
Yeah,
the
'cause
trailer
we had
over to
just
show
shot
me.
the film in
Wow.
Texas, and he passed away a few months after that.
How did he pass
It was a
away?
little bit. It was a little bit after he had a stroke. I had a stroke. Yeah,
Wow.
because he called me the night before, and I did not pick up the phone.
See?
Oh, so you guys.
I was like, I'm
lesson.
sleeping, because he's always calling about this film. And then he went to the hospital the next day, but then he was in there for about two weeks. But,
That's my
but
worst
anyway.
fear, not getting to the phone or being in an argument with somebody.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the last time I see him. And I have this
Yes.
thing. I always call my mom when I'm on an airplane. I don't care
Oh,
what
I do
time.
too.
I always
I do
text.
too.
My mom
it's
and my
appropriate for
sister.
Mother's Day.
Yeah, everybody. I'm
Yes.
like, hey, I just want to just let you know I'm on the plane.
Right. You know,
Speaking of the Modern Family edition called Mother's Day, let's
Yes.
introduce ourselves.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you,
And then we
Tendry.
can get into the episode.
Y'all got me all sad now. I'm still caught up with, I don't even know the brother, but I'm so choked up.
Sorry,
This is
yeah.
his real name,
It's
Michael
good.
Taliaferro, I believe.
Yeah.
Shouts
Bless
out
his
to
heart.
Bear.
Shout out to his, daughter,
children,
and
yeah.
his kids,
His wife, so.
Maya, and all them. Yeah.
Okay, Debbie Downer. Let's bring it back up. Modern Family.
Modern
Who's in the
Family.
room?
All right.
Who's in the room? Christy said she's an actress.
Yes.
She just did Steppin'. It was on
all
TV.
the- all that other good
And
stuff.
who are you,
passing it
Miss
on.
Pretty Thing over there?
Miss
Who are
Pretty
you?
Thing over
Miss
here.
Pretty Thing.
My name is Janora McDuffie, and I'm a little hoarse.
Is that what you
Sexy
call that?
though.
You
It
like
is
the raspiness?
Demi Moore-ish. I like
Yeah,
it.
I thought that was part of the kind of the look.
I
the
know.
back
I was like,
hair.
oh.
Slick back.
Well,
yeah.
no, when I looked at the tape back, you couldn't see my face because my hair was just covering it. I was doing the Chaka Khan thing, so I said I was going to bring it back
Okay,
this
making
week.
adjustments. Okay.
But I'm glad that you like the voice. Maybe I'll talk a little bit more this week.
I don't know if they're gonna let you get it in though.
Oh, true.
I'm sorry.
Good point.
What are you saying? That we talk too much?
Yeah,
Is that what was in the meeting I missed?
You know what? I think it seemed like it was a battle this side of the table and
I
that
know.
side of the table.
All right,
We
it's
are
all
the
about love.
liveliest
It is
side.
all
I
about
believe they've just confirmed that. I'm sure the viewers agree. Because we're Sophia Vergara fans.
This is
Okay.
our ode to Sophia. Go ahead.
So my
Janora.
name is Janora. Janora
Oh, yeah,
McDuffie.
hi.
I am a fabulous actress here in Los
Yes, she
Angeles.
is.
She
And
does
in
say
terms
so
of
herself.
recent things, my Arby's commercial started airing
I
on
heard.
Monday.
I can't wait to see it. I
So
heard.
I'm
Arby's.
super excited. It's the one where you have that cute black girl who's the star of the commercial who levitates by the end. That's me. That's me.
That sounds
No,
fun.
I'm actually really excited about it. It's my first commercial on that level of play.
Nice.
So I'm
Nice.
awfully blessed.
Nice.
It's been a
Let me
great
tell
year
you,
for
the
me.
money's going to be good. Let me
Yes.
tell you. It's going to be
And so she's
a
treating
Well,
you
I'm
as a
nice
star.
surprise.
No, I'm
Put
not
it out
counting my
there.
chickens before they hatch.
I feel you on that.
Do you know what I'm
I feel
saying?
you on that.
'Cause
You know what? Commercials don't pay like they used to.
They don't pay
they
like
don't.
they
Still
used
good,
to.
but you
I
know.
remember,
Pizza Hut
I remember
did.
I got a $12,000 check the first month that my clear sale aired, and I was like, oh, Jesus, you know, what I mean,
Right.
I was
Right.
thrilled, and then
Then it starts to.
They dwindle off.
But you know what? You
But
work
they add
what
up.
a few hours and you get several
Right.
thousand.
No,
so
I
I'm
worked
not complaining.
17 hours
Oh,
that
did
day.
you?
It was
Okay.
a
you
very long
earned
day for me.
yours.
I
You
earned
earned
my money.
yours.
Yes, I
But the
did.
residual income is going to be fabulous.
Yes.
Looking
Congratulations.
forward to it.
It was
Thank
quick,
you.
too, because you were just telling us about the audition. Then you just told us about the callback.
On
just
Veil,
told
and
us
then you
about
booked it,
being on a
boom.
veil.
Bam.
And that was
Next
just
thing you know,
like
it's
that.
airing. That was,
Yes.
It hasn't even been a month.
It hasn't even been a month.
That's awesome.
And just in terms of the dates of the other things, places you can catch me, my Grey's Anatomy airs Thursday the 12th
She bragging.
and the
She over there
19th.
bragging.
She's
And
supposed
then
to.
I found out when my event airs. That's the event Mondays on NBC that airs the 23rd of May. So catch a
Fantastic.
sister.
We should have a viewing
We
party
should.
at your house. I've invited
May
myself.
is National Janora Month.
Yes.
I love it.
Absolutely.
Spread the word.
Yay,
No, I
sister.
appreciate the support. Thanks,
Absolutely. You
guys.
deserve it. You
Thank
so
you.
That's
deserve
our girl.
it.
Thanks.
Yeah,
You win, we win.
I got to go after that?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm doing. I'm just playing. Hi, everyone. I'm Karen Ward. And
Karen Huxtable.
gosh, here we go. Here we go.
Sorry,
can,
go
can
ahead.
you get some more original material, Tendry?
Wow. I'm giving you a compliment for being smart, but I take it back.
I'm time sensitive. I love my sister. Many of you know me as Erica, Miss Erica Harrison from The Game. And we got picked up for another season.
Yay.
So that'll be exciting. And I just wrapped on a feature film, a romantic comedy.
Oh,
where
you
I'm-
guys finished.
Yes,
nice.
we finished. It was really great with Jason Weaver and Wendy Raquel, also from The Game, obviously. Gabrielle Dennis from The Game. She plays Janae, Duran's baby mama. Carl
okay.
Payne. Yeah, it's a great cast, and it's a fabulous role for me. I'm so excited about it. So.
I can't wait to see it. What's the name of the film?
It's called He's Mine, Not Yours.
Okay.
And just so you know, this chick is hot. So anytime you see her on a film,
Grab your man, lock him up.
Or a stage play. She was quite a stripper in a play that I
I
saw.
was.
So
Wow.
she
The Bachelor
always hot.
Party.
You know, if you
Yes.
Google,
I thought I almost had a fit when I came inside. I was like, oh my gosh, I
had to
loved
work
you
out.
in
That was so much fun. It was such a fun role. You guys
Yeah.
can Google me, Google Karen Ward, and you'll see the La La video. I did a lot of research playing
La
exotic
la.
dancing
Research, she calls it.
Research.
It was how she paid her way through college. Don't
Good
Google me.
translation.
Don't Google me.
This woman is not. She is a dancer and she does the belly dancing. So I don't know what you're talking about.
do belly
Yes,
dancing,
I
too.
do. Oh,
So if you
gosh,
guys
yes.
are interested in classes, hit me
Sexy.
up. Send me a tweet at
Perform
Lisa
at your
Stars.
own wedding.
That's
I
what's
know,
up.
right?
That's nice.
Yeah.
We
Thank you.
still have not gotten into Modern Family.
So
I'll
go
do
ahead,
a quick
Tan. Yeah, go
plug.
ahead.
My name is Tangerine.
That's my boy, Jess.
I love the producer, Jesse. He made this sign for me, and I bring it every week because those ads that go across the bottom of Ustream, they block how you spell my name.
Tangerine.
And my last name is .com. So make sure you look me up. Anyways, I'll be quick with my intros. Actress, producer, just produced the Celibate Nympho Chronicles. She's sexless in the city. Sometimes. It's going to drop on May the 10th on a Tangerine Tuesday, coming soon. I see if I can get it in this camera.
I'll hold it up
right
to
here.
this one because I think
All
last
right,
time we
cool.
didn't get
The Celibate Nympho Chronicles. It is an oxymoron of the sexiest kind. So that's all I'm going to say about that. CelibateNympho.com.
It's
Let's
great.
get in.
I'm sorry, I have to give you your props because
okay.
it goes much deeper and it's hilarious and outrageous than you think.
And
so,
Karen's just
Karen.
not saying that because she's
No,
sitting beside her and
no,
their
I'm
friends. It was recognized. It won many awards at the LA Web
You
Fest.
guys are so sweet.
Best
Thank you.
actress.
Thank you.
Best
Thank you.
writing.
Yes, best series,
best
best
comedy
supporting
series.
actor. Thank you. And I
Absolutely.
just submitted it to another festival last night, so fingers are crossed that they accept me and that I get, something.
All right.
And
I'm
there's
very
some,
honored.
there's
So
some
shout out to
overseas
you.
appeal too.
Right.
I'm
Yes.
going through that.
And
And-
we're going to give a shout out to Michael Jackway for putting that on. And
Yes,
my
Mike.
girl,
Hey,
both
Mike.
of them
Hey,
up in
Mike.
there.
So Modern Family fans, we are going to
Please.
get to it. We promise.
We promise. If you like Modern Family, and I loved last night's episode,
It was
Janora,
great.
break down.
Yeah, go ahead and break it
last
down,
But
night's
wait,
Janora, like how
episode.
you
before we
do.
break it down, a couple more things.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
But they are related to the show and not our personal
Okay,
lives.
good. This is
Good,
good.
good.
This is good.
The apps. Tangerine, you do such a good job.
Yes.
Tell the people how to
Oh,
contact us,
okay.
what's going on, and then
Okay.
the number to call in if they want to join in
Yes,
the conversation.
ma'am. Pretty
Thank you.
lively
Yes,
discussions
ma'am.
about Modern
Okay.
Family and current events. So you
Right
guys,
now, you're watching us on Ustream, and please click it again later on. Go back to ustream.tv/AfterBuzzTV and click the link again. Watch it for a few seconds because once we get all hundreds of you watching it now, it resets to 0 when they put it in the archives, and it makes it look like nobody watches. So watch it again on Ustream after you watch it now. It also is a free podcast in iTunes, so you can get it, subscribe to it, and every time we're on, it'll automatically be sent to your iTunes. And you can also download the app called Stitcher if you have a smartphone, iPhone, BlackBerry, Android, all that fancy stuff that's basically a computer in your hand. Download Stitcher, STITCHER, and you can subscribe to your favorite shows and know when they're coming on. And the really good news is in about, 6 weeks, AfterBuzz TV will have their own application. So you won't even have to go through anybody else if you don't want to.
Nope.
But we love Stitcher, so keep the Stitcher app and then also use the AfterBuzz TV app, and you can subscribe to your favorite show, which we hope is the Modern Family edition
Yes.
with the Sistars.
Absolutely.
And whatever else we do after the Modern Family
And we
goes
have
out
some
of
stuff
season.
coming up, y'all.
Yes, we have a lot of things planned. So please download that AfterBuzz TV app when it comes out and subscribe to your favorite shows, and then just stay up on what's going on here at AfterBuzz TV.
And also, Jesse told us, I think you weren't here yet, Tange.
I probably
we
wasn't.
were number 6 in iTunes, our show. So thank
Modern
you,
Family
viewers.
edition?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. Sisters.
Yeah.
So thank you, listeners and viewers, for getting us high up on those.
Hercules.
I know it changes. He was saying that it changes every week. So make sure you guys keep,
Well,
going
they're
back.
watching.
Changes
so
every day.
It changes
Oh,
every
every
day.
day.
So
Sorry,
thank you
correction.
for watching. Just tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, and we'll continue to be in the top 10.
Absolutely.
So, Miss Janora, do you want to break down our Modern Family?
I would love to break down
Break
the
it
Modern
down.
Family because that's what brought us together in the first place.
Actually, something else did, but yeah, go ahead.
Praise
brought us
God.
to
Yes.
AfterBuzz.
Brought us to AfterBuzz. All right.
Okay.
So Modern Family was all about Mother's Day, which is coming up
Yay.
this
Thank
Sunday.
you, Mommy.
Thanks, Mom.
Thank you, Mom, to all the mothers out there.
Yep, and there are 3 main storylines that it surrounded. First, we had Gloria and Claire. So they decided they wanted to take the kids hiking for Mother's Day. On the way up the hike, the kids were getting on their nerves. They decided to separate themselves, and it turned out that Gloria, your favorite
My
Gloria,
favorite Gloria.
Sophia.
actually admitted that there were a few things that Manny was doing that was getting on her nerves, and Manny overheard it.
Yes.
So that brings up, when are we honest with the ones that we love?
Never.
And if we are honest, how do we break it to them in a way that doesn't hurt their feelings?
Right.
So-
Impossible.
Right. And is honesty always the best policy? We're
It's
gonna be
honesty.
honest about
Absolutely
it.
not.
to yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So the second storyline is all about Mitch and Cam.
Oh, Kim, I
Love
heart
them.
you.
Yeah. So what's great about this is Mother's Day. Remember, everything's surrounding Mother's Day, and Mitch brings Cam breakfast in bed to celebrate. But Cam is not pleased because he's offended that why does he have to be the mom? Why does he have to be the woman in the relationship? Right. It was hilarious. But it brings up the topic. What are the roles in relationships? Whether it's same-sex relationships, whether it's a single parent, the definition of motherhood changing and expanding. So we'll explore that a little bit. And last but not least, we have Jay and Phil. So they are staying back in the kitchen to cook a little bit. They are cooking Phil's mother's recipe. His mother passed away. So he actually gets a little choked up, which is big for Phil because he never shows emotion. So
big
Jay,
for Jay. It was big for Phil too watching, but it was Jay.
Thank you for keeping me together.
Girl.
It was all about Jay.
Yes.
Showing emotion. So then brings up men showing emotion.
Yes. Do you men show emotion?
Do you men show emotion? And then when he did show emotion, it made the kids, Haley, Luke, and Alex, say, I'm sorry, Mom, for, whatever happened on the hike. So when do we forgive? How long do we hold a grudge? And is it broken, or we hate for it to be broken by somebody passing away? But either way, all those things and more we'll cover.
You know what?
Good job,
I really like this hoarse voice thing. It is.
Is it turning you on over there?
It is sexy.
We'll talk later, Karen.
Yes. It's AfterBuzz, y'all.
No
it's
comment.
real AfterBuzz. All right, buzz you later.
For real.
Okay, let's keep this PG-13 family.
That's why you heard me over here quiet, because I have so many thoughts going through the celibate info's head. But I said, families are watching. It's a family show. Tangerine, stop.
And thank you for that excellent recap.
Let me just give a couple of shout outs to Charles Lester, to Marvin James II, to Chris, Powell. They're all watching, and one of them Chris is actually watching from Germany. So
nice.
Yes,
International.
When I went to Germany, I did an autograph signing, and he drove 6 hours to come see me. So he's watching the show.
We like him.
Wow.
Yes, and it's nighttime where they are. So it's yes.
Well, if anybody wants to call in, I didn't give that number yet, but and hold off until we actually have something for you to talk about. But the number is 424-256-1729. That number again is 424-256-1729.
And you actually might want to start calling now, because from what I heard, it's really hard to get through. So you might want to, get started on it.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to say.
So I'm sorry, we were just talking about Mother's Day and the show, and yes.
And the whole idea of being honest. So are you guys always honest? And I'd be interested, if I can talk, in our viewers' opinion on this as well. Are you always
So are we going into honesty or moms first?
We can do it all together. I don't know. You tell me.
Well, I'll start.
Okay.
I have an issue being honest with people that I love because I've had situations in the past where finally I express myself and how I feel, and it might be a little bit hard to hear because it might hurt their feelings, and they have completely dissed me. For example, my sister, I love her to death. She just recently went through a divorce, and I shared some things with her. And I was really excited because I think my sister and I are finally becoming friends the older that we get. And so having this relationship was just great. But when I shared with her, here's some things that I think, she stopped talking to me about that. And I felt like it really affected the relationship. And so now I just listen.
That's good
just because
advice.
I just honor the relationship more than honor honesty.
But you know what? I think that's a good point, because a lot of times when somebody comes to you to get some things off of their chest, they don't really want your advice. They just want you to listen. They just want to be able to talk about it, and they really don't want to hear what they did wrong or what they could have done differently. Maybe later down the line they'll want to hear it, but in that moment they want you to listen, and I think that's the best thing you can do for them.
And you know what? To be honest, that's something I can learn to do more. But I have such a pattern where a lot of times people will come for advice, so it's kind of like automatic pilot for me. And
You
I
do
give
get
it,
a lot of people coming for advice.
and it's a strong suit. It's like a muscle that may be overdeveloped. So a lot of times I think I could learn to listen more. Yeah, just to listen, to be present with someone.
And I always wait when people, because again, I have the same thing where people come to me all the time, especially when I'm mentoring, or I'll meet a random person on the street, kind of like the kid
when
I
ministered
to that kid. But I always just got to let the Holy Spirit kind of like lead. Okay, am I supposed to say something? Am I not supposed to say something? I can always tell when I'm not supposed to say something because I get interrupted then I'm like, okay, I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to just let them talk and let them do their thing. And then if the opportunity comes up and I'm supposed to say something, I will. And the other thing I wanted to say, just to go back to, do you speak up, and say how you really feel? I was a very codependent person years ago, which is why I ended up in my situation and marriage. And although I still talk to him to this day, he's my boy, I talk to him all the time. I know that I didn't speak up on the things that I don't even think I didn't care. I thought I didn't care. Oh, I don't care. No, whatever you want. But I didn't realize that was a codependency type thing. But
it's
now,
annoying too.
Yeah,
what do you want to eat? Whatever you want to eat. Whatever you want to
not,
go to. Whatever movie you want to go to.
Yeah, but not that type. I mean, not to that extent. You know what I mean? But it was just like, if it wasn't that big of a deal and I didn't really care because I was always so busy working, then I was like, okay, well, whatever. It doesn't matter to me. Just pick and then we'll do that. But now, you ain't got to tell me. I'll be like, look, this is what it is. I will cut you off in a heartbeat. And, be like,
and that's funny because you're single now. So then it's like, and she said what she said, and then her sister stopped talking to her. So it's like, when do you draw the line so that you can have the company, a companionship or friendship or, siblingship
I think
that you want?
There's a distinction between honesty and authenticity. For example, going back to the episode, last night's episode, where Manny did hear his mother talking about him. And Claire, I thought, did an excellent job of explaining, well, sometimes moms feel this way, and she occurred to me as very authentic. Right. Gloria then came around and flipped it completely and made it, be about Claire, and that she didn't want Claire to feel bad, so she made up, stories about Manny. And I thought that was a lost opportunity to really share with your child that sometimes you're going to have adverse feelings. Sometimes you're not going to like a human being, but you can still be in a space of loving each other, although you don't like or agree with some of the things that they're doing. So I think that goes back to authenticity, saying, look, mommy felt this way. Going back to our conversation last week, when I heard my parents having sex as a little girl, and my stepfather said, honey, your mom and I were making love. Like, that was a real honest conversation.
Right, whereas mine pretended that I didn't hear them every single night for the first
I didn't even know
7
my
years
mom
of my life.
That's right.
Your parents were getting it in every single night for 7 years.
They were. They didn't get along, but they got that in.
Nothing happened, baby. Ain't nothing happened.
They didn't talk, but they did the thing.
So yeah, it does bring up an interesting thing. So if you guys are listening, call in 424-256-1729. Let us know your thoughts on are you honest with people? And I know men probably have something to say because I ask my fiance questions, and I know for a fact sometimes. We have a caller?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Asking, you share receipt.
I don't want to be honest with my guy friend all the time. But caller, how you doing? What's your name, baby? Where you calling from?
Uh-oh.
Hello?
Hi.
Hey.
What's your name, darling?
What's going on, ladies? It's Chris Mayo.
Hey, Chris Mayos. Mayo's back in the house.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris.
I appreciate the friend request on Facebook. Appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. Christy, congratulations. I know the movie was old, but I saw the movie, and I was like, yo, I know her.
Yeah. And
great.
Karen's
My girlfriend's back.
Yeah, that's right. My girlfriend's back. That's the one.
I'm not in that movie.
Yeah, you're not in
he was
that
talking
one.
about
But thank you for looking out for your girl.
No problem. So what we talking about tonight? Unfortunately, I'm not on my computer, but I was like, let me just call.
I love that you're calling in. We're
Chris.
talking about whether or not you can be honest with your loved ones, like the person you're dating or your sibling.
Can you tell them the truth?
Can you tell them the truth about what how they look or something a bad decision they made?
Or maybe you just not digging them no more, or
Like, when do you tell
if you really care about somebody, can you be honest?
Right. Give us something brief. What you got?
Let me give you something quick. Well, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to leave it alone. Honesty is the most important thing that you can have in a relationship, and without trust, you have nothing. And honesty is
There
trust.
it is.
So,
are you in a
sweet,
relationship?
And, if you're not in it no more, then get out of it. If you're not with it, connect physically, mentally, get out of it.
Are you in a relationship, Chris Mayo?
No, I'm not. I'm single, and I'm ready to get this money, get this paper, and yeah.
See, I'm telling y'all honest people be single. I lie. I don't tell my dude nothing.
I'm not single.
And we've been together for a year and a half.
Well, before they hang up on me, congratulations, you're on the Arby's commercial, Janora.
Oh, thanks, Chris.
And,
I appreciate the love, brother.
I will see y'all soon, all right?
All right, thanks for calling in,
Thanks for
Chris.
calling.
All right. Later.
I'm keeping a tally.
So,
single people are honest.
But we're not even just talking about relationships, but just
Right.
with people we love, because I talked about my
Family.
sister
Yeah,
or your
mother,
friends.
child, yeah.
Right. I have another situation. When I was in high school, my best friend was dating an absolute loser. When I finally told her, she stopped talking to me. Like, that was
Right.
the first time we fell out, and I said, okay.
Well, that's hard with relationships. You know what I mean? People don't
people
want to step
are
in.
ready
People
to
don't
hear
want to
the
say,
truth.
Yeah.
you shouldn't get married to that person, or you shouldn't be with that person. Or, you know what I mean?
Right.
People,
But
that's a
it's
hard
happened
one.
to me as well. I had a really good friend that was dating a guy friend of mine, and we he would touch us a lot and hang out with us and flirt with us. And we finally let her know, your man is kind of annoying and he's messing with all of us. And she pretty much shut all of us down and didn't want to speak to us. And we found out later she was pregnant. We're like, oh, because I had a feeling. I was like, I bet she's pregnant. That's why she shut us down. They had a baby. They stayed together for a couple of years and they broke up. And then she was like, our friend again. But we had to go through all this time of not talking to her because we were honest with her. And I was one of the people that said, let's not tell her. Let's just tell him to watch himself.
Right. So we do have another caller.
Oh, all right.
Give us 1 second.
No, I want to hear the caller.
Oh, and just so you, let me ask a quick question. We don't have like 800 numbers, because I have somebody that wants to call from the UK. Can they call? Or do they just have to dial the same number?
Christy got worldwide friends.
I know, right?
If they have Skype, they could Skype in.
They can Skype. Let me take
Skype on in, folks.
All right, go ahead, caller.
We're listening, caller. I'm just checking in.
Oh, what's going on, man? This is Doughboy from North Hollywood. How y'all doing?
Hey,
what's up, Doughboy?
This is the comedian that called a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, hey.
His daughter plays Little Tangerine in the Celibate Nympho Chronicles. What's up, Doughboy? Thanks for calling in.
What up? I was just calling in, man. It's actually a topic that I think is great, because I'm actually dealing with something like this right now.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
I think you have to be honest with people. Like, it's hard because a lot of times people are afraid of the truth and the harsh realities, but you have to be honest. I got a cousin right now, and she's married, and everybody been knowing dude been playing her for this whole time, but like nobody had the guts to tell her, dude is playing you. You know what I mean? And so it's like, and now she's in this situation, everything's hit the fan, so now it's like everybody feels bad for not, you know what I'm saying more or doing more, because, they didn't want to hurt her. So I think you have to be honest with the people, because if not, they're going to get hurt at some point.
Yeah, I wish people would have said, things to me as well.
But how receptive are you? Because the person you're talking about may have not been receptive at that moment, and you may not have been receptive.
And that's probably why, you do have to be, because, I don't know if I would have been. I don't know. I guess you'll never know until you say it, and then you lose a friend.
Okay.
For
well,
a
then
while.
the question becomes, what's the proper way to say it? Is there a breakdown protocol of telling someone something they don't want to hear?
I think
Doughboy.
Go ahead, Doughboy.
I think you just have to just keep it 100. Like, I think you just have to tell them exactly the way it is. I think it's kind of cool to just kind of give them that disclaimer and say, hey, I know you might not want to hear this, but this is what it is. I think the more you try to put a Band-Aid on it, and the more you try to shield them from the truth, it enables them to get past whatever that truth might be. And I feel horrible, because, you know what I'm saying, but in the situation I'm dealing with, I had said something years ago, and then she kind of cut me off. She was like,
that's
I was like, I ain't
Yeah.
never saying nothing again.
Yeah.
So
Right.
then
That's
I felt
my
bad,
point.
You know what I mean?
So then
Good
I have
point,
a final
Doughboy.
question.
For Doughboy or for everybody?
Well, maybe for Doughboy can stay on the line, unless we have another call waiting, do we?
Yeah,
okay.
We do have another caller.
okay.
So
Doughboy, thank you.
Thank you,
Thanks for
Doughboy.
calling, Doughboy. I'll see you tonight at the
No
movies.
problem. Thank y'all, man. Y'all keep doing
All
y'all
right.
thing.
Appreciate the love.
Go ahead, Janora.
So then my question becomes, it sounds like we're talking about a lot of situations that deal with women. Would it be different telling a guy? I mean, do men take information like this or process information like this differently? Doughboy? Just kidding.
While we're I'm sorry, Tandra, go ahead.
I was just pondering that. That's a really good question, because I think if it has to do with somebody telling you something about your girl, as a guy, since you can't show weakness, you'll probably play it off like, we don't love these hoes kind of attitude, and probably maybe go try to run a train on her or something, try to do the extreme. I don't know, but they have to stay tough. So as opposed to them
That
going,
was the extreme.
Yeah,
right.
That was pretty extreme,
I'm from Inglewood. This is what we do. So I think that they have to stay hard, and they're not going to really show that, thank you so much for telling me I'm going to break up with her. Instead, they'll probably see who can play her or try to do something else and try to remove their feelings.
Some men. I don't want to generalize to all men, but I do think there is definitely, I agree with you, and Jay exemplified this in the episode with his
Modern
mom.
Family, that's what we're talking about.
Right,
Thank
in
you.
Modern Family.
Bring it back.
That he had a real hard time showing his emotion and his vulnerability and everything around his mom. So I definitely think men have different rules that they have to play by.
Which we appreciate as women. Because if I was dating somebody who was often crying whenever something went wrong.
I have dated a man who cried
I would have a problem with that.
Go ahead.
No.
Some tears is like, oh, he let me in. He's showing me the compassionate sign. But a lot of tears is like, okay, here's some panties. Are they your size?
Right, that's what I'm saying, which leads to something else in Modern Family and the stereotypes that we put on people to make them gay.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like if a
Yeah.
guy cries too much and all of a sudden he's gay and now he's the
I
woman
mean, we
in the
say that
relationship.
in our everyday
so,
vernacular. Oh, stop acting gay, or man, you
Right.
acting gay.
But
right
you know
now.
what? It was so ironic in this episode because Cameron is a stay-home mom to me. I mean, he does everything with Lily.
He didn't like
wears.
that.
I know. He wears the bright-colored button-downs when they do the confessionals and talk to the camera with the cufflinks that are orange. And he's so into dance and dressing up, and he's everything that we stereotypically would think wants to be the feminine version of whatever is going on in that relationship. So I love that they addressed that in this episode and basically said, we don't have a title for what we're doing as a family. So people are giving us mother, father.
Right, which goes to the other thing we went to explore today is this whole concept of new family that Mitch did talk about. He said that we're a new family.
Right.
You know, there's no real language for,
Right.
for what we do. And if we have any same-sex or gay partners or even, you know, just people out there, I'd really be interested in your thoughts. And is it different culturally? Is it different in the African American community versus our counterparts?
Well,
or
sure, we just got
Latinos?
new families now anyway, just being a single
Right.
mom.
Yes.
Single
It does have to
mom
be
or a single
mom
dad.
and
The
dad.
extended
Yeah,
family.
I mean, that's-
Yes, that's
that's
the
just the
show.
way
All
it
of
is
us
right
used to
now.
show that with
Right.
the baby's mom coming over to spend time with the son and all of that.
Yep.
Yeah.
And real quick, I want to shout out Joseph, who is retweeting and watching us. Shout
Yay,
out
Joseph.
Tarina
Joseph.
Pouncey, my girl Tarina.
Hey, Tarina.
And shout out to Larry from Trinidad. He's
Larry.
tuning
Yay,
in.
we love Larry.
And I have to give a big ups to Des Manuel. That is my boy who has my back, does all my marketing stuff, and is a tremendous artist. So I want to support him. I also have to shout out Anthony Bradley and Matrix South that we, as the Sistars, are doing some work on. So you guys will hear a little bit more about that.
Oh, nice.
And of course, Patriarch Footwear. And our 10th Twitter follower will receive this special T-shirt. And I have one for the guys if you happen to be a guy.
Do you have one for the sisters?
I know.
We don't have the Sistars T-shirts yet. But this is Patriarch Footwear. Shout out to
That's
Jacob.
nice.
And on the back it says a fusion of faith and footwear. So he's really doing some big things. I just want you guys to know about
So
that.
what's that? Our 10th caller?
No,
The
not
10th
our 10th caller. Our
follower
10th
on
follower.
Twitter because
10th
obviously
follower.
we just opened the account,
Yep.
so
Yeah,
we don't
sorry.
have any followers. So please go to twitter.com/the Sistars.
Yes.
TheSistars.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
So I want to, since we're doing the shout outs, I want
You want to say shit out every week.
You
Yes.
curse every week.
Every week.
You little potty mouth.
I know.
I want to
so-
shit out.
I want to shit out. So let me do.
Sorry, Maria and AfterBuzz TV.
I know.
Right.
To Trey Ryan,
Hi, Trey.
Nicole Burley, who's watching it on her phone. I love it. And I just gave you a shout out. And my cousin of producer Preston Holmes, I just gave a shout out to them too. Thank you for watching, you guys.
And just so you know, if you're watching now or if you're watching the archive version later, when you see us looking at our phones, it's
Thank
not
you.
that we're bored or texting. We're
Or
actually
rude.
we're looking through our Facebook, our Twitter, our
trying to
fan pages, and our
We
group,
got a ton of followers.
and our
Joy.
great group Facebook fan pages and Twitters, and trying to give you guys shout outs. So.
Yes, and Joy Justine just followed us at the Sistars.
Thank you.
Thank you, Joy. And Black Theater USA, we like you. They just followed the Sistars, so thank you so much. So we have 8 more. So who's going to be the 10th person?
And my daddy's from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. That's where the Black Theater Festival is every other year.
That's right. I
Yeah.
know. I did
Yeah.
that a couple of years ago.
You are fabulous.
Well, thank you.
She does everything.
She's Christy Ferris.
Ah,
love
I
it.
love my sisters. We always pump each
The
other
Greek
up.
God. The Greek God is following us. So,
Hey.
And SMA
What we
Firm is
saying?
watching. So what?
that's
Oh,
Joseph.
That's our producer. Thanks for following us finally.
Oh, thank you.
That's
He trying
you?
to be, he
Oh,
trying to
that's
be
my
look, he trying to be number 10. See?
He's trying to get the shirt.
T-shirt.
And AfterBuzz, you guys always can go to AfterBuzz TV. They've got some great shows. The Sistars is the best.
And the Sistars is the best, but a very close second is Vampire Diaries
Because she's on it.
at 9 o'clock.
And our
With Jesse.
producer-
With Jesse.
She's number 3 right now on iTunes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, wow, they're
nice,
beating
nice.
us. We got to get it together.
That's okay.
Come on, people.
Okay,
All right, so
so-
back
okay.
to
To the new family. And
New
if you guys
family.
are just tuning in, we have a hot topic that's pretty I'll say exciting.
yes.
And
For
very
lack of a better
current.
term.
Very,
Yes.
very
Current.
current.
And we really want to get your feedback and thoughts on it. So in a little while we'll get to that. So stay tight, hold tight with us, but we're going to talk about some things. before we
Somebody
We have
just
another
asked
caller.
me what the phone number was. I'm sorry, Jesse. The number, somebody just texted me and asked me, 424-256-1729. 424-256-1729.
Okay. Caller. Hey, what's up? What's your name and where you calling from?
My name is Debbie, and I'm calling from Davie, Alabama.
Oh, I like your accent. Hey, Debbie.
Debbie.
From Mayville, Alabama. I love it.
I
Oh,
love
are you
it.
safe? Were you affected by the tornado?
Thank you, Janora.
No, I just know some people and friends of mine that were.
Yeah, my cousin too. His whole building got destroyed.
Oh, sorry
wow.
about
And
that.
he had just left like an hour before. But
Oh,
go
that's
ahead.
a blessing.
Sorry, go ahead,
Hey,
callers.
Debbie.
What's up, Debbie? What's on your mind?
Hi. Oh, not much. What are y'all doing?
Hanging out at a little TV show we do called AfterBuzz TV, Modern Family
Just
Edition.
talking about things like,
Life, politics,
lying
Modern
to your
Family.
loved ones,
Family.
same-sex
And Modern
relationships.
Have you seen last night's episode of Modern Family, Debbie?
With who?
That's my answer.
That would be.
Well, it's all good. We're talking about family. Can you tell the absolute truth to your loved ones, whether it's a sibling, your parents, your boyfriend or husband? Can you be honest with them? Yes?
Uh-huh.
Okay, how'd you find us, Debbie? Did you have something you wanted to tell the sisters? Or because we want to get your thoughts, whatever you're thinking about.
Well,
She
give me
wanna
a
know what we
question,
doing.
and I'll tell you my thoughts, then, girl.
There we go. That's what I was doing. She said, give her a question, and she'll tell us her
Okay,
thoughts.
got it.
The
got
question
it.
was, can you be honest with your siblings, your loved ones, your boyfriend, your husband? She says yes.
Even if you know it'll hurt their feelings.
Right.
Well, they better tell them now than later on down the line. Then well, you should have told me all about that. Well, I didn't know it was gonna hurt your feelings, but I just want to told you anyway.
Okay.
You know, like case if I seen your man somewhere or somebody on the download doing something, I know it's gonna hurt you. Well, I'd rather for you to know for me than somebody on the street.
Right.
And now, Debbie, that's a good point. Now, are you single?
I'm divorced. Been divorced
See?
4 years.
The honesty makes them go.
That is not true, Tange.
All right, we'll see.
Oh, shoot. Please, they didn't tell me till after I got divorced, and that teed me off.
They tell you what, that your man wasn't no good?
There you go.
we wanted to ask you, how did you hear about this AfterBuzz that we're doing, the Sisters? How did you hear about it?
On Facebook.
Facebook.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you so much,
Well,
Debbie.
thank you.
Thank
We
you so
appreciate
much.
it.
And we hope you
calling
come back
in.
next Thursday and bring some
Yes.
friends too.
Tell people about it and
all right.
click the link.
Bye, y'all.
Bye,
Bye,
Debbie.
Debbie.
If you're watching us now, I'd like to say again, click the link again in an hour after they upload it.
Now,
Click the
Jesse,
link.
I have a question for you. I have someone texting me saying, is it him or is there no broadcast? So are we not live right now, y'all? Or he can't seem to see us.
We're
Um,
streaming.
Tell him it's his computer.
All
Tell him
right.
to upgrade.
Yeah,
Matrix South, it's Poetic Panther. Matrix South, it's Poetic Panther.
Oh, okay. So
Oh,
I
listen.
just
I hear
wanted
the
to prove
echo.
that y'all
Okay.
could.
Thank
you.
So listen,
Thanks, Jesse.
we're gonna take a commercial break.
Yeah.
Okay.
And come back and do our
Hot topics.
Our hot topic.
You don't want to
Special
miss this one,
segment.
y'all.
Yeah.
So
Come
we'll
back.
be back.
Modern Family.
Want to find out what the AfterBuzz is about?
Janice is a drama queen.
This is the divide that is going to carry the series.
Give us a call. 424-256-1729. 424-256-1729.
It's television, and they want it to be as dramatic as possible.
I mean, it's Shakespearean.
You never know what goes on behind closed doors.
Find out why AfterBuzz TV is the #1 source for after-show content.
Now, in the eyes of Jimmy, Nucky is a villain.
424-256-1729. 424-256-1729.
I mean, who would you guys rather hear that from? Your husband or your best friend?
The wig! The wig will come out. That wig.
When the TV show is over, get your AfterBuzz on.
All right. Gonna start back this segment actually talking about Modern Family.
Modern Family.
Yay. Shout out to Roderick Pinkett, too. Thank
Hi,
you.
Roderick.
And definitely continue with the shout out. So please keep them coming. We love the
Yes,
love.
Thank you.
All right, so real quick, this week I have been spending my time doing readings as an actress for some students at Columbia College. Shout out to the folks in Columbia College if you're watching. And they were reading their unique spec scripts. And so what spec scripts are, for you guys who don't know, is you'll take a show that's already on and make up your own idea of what the episode was. And today was Modern Family Day. So it was really exciting. I played Sophia. By God, I didn't get a chance to do that, but I thought about you.
Oh, thanks.
But one thing that they were talking about were some of the writers and creators, and that's one thing that makes the show just absolutely fabulous. Because it's interesting, because we look at the show as actors, but it's a team effort.
Yes, absolutely.
So in terms of the background of some of the writers and creators, all of them, or the good majority of them, came from Frasier.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Makes
Yes.
sense.
Yes.
How about that? And in addition to that, what makes it so successful are the real stories.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the episodes came from personal stories.
Right.
So the guy who was in charge today, or the guest celebrity writers, is a gentleman named David Isaacs. He's written for Mad Men, Frasier, Cheers, The Simpsons.
All the award winners.
Absolutely. He talked about Dan O'Shannon, who's one of the executive producers. Do you remember the episode with the dog with the big statue?
Yes.
That happened to him. Or the episode where the
funny.
dad canceled Christmas until somebody admitted, you
Yes.
guys must not be Modern Family
I
fans.
know that
These
one.
are all
I
great
have seen
episodes.
that
Wait, with the one with the dog, she didn't. Gloria didn't
Gloria
want
hated
the
the
dog, so
dog.
she kept putting it upstairs.
yes,
We
yes,
watched
yes,
it. We watched that
yes.
together.
Yeah.
We did.
I remember that one.
Well, either way, these are real stories that these writers and creators experienced.
Yeah.
And so it was interesting to hear that from that angle.
Nice.
So
I
that
wish
was
I
just
was
very cool.
there.
So
I
in
know.
addition to that, having outstanding writing, you need outstanding acting.
Yes.
And so one story that he told was about Ty Burrell, the guy who plays Phil.
Mitch.
No, not Mitch.
No.
Phil
Oh,
Dunphy.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Now, Phil is a bomb, and we all agree with that.
Love him.
How about this? The network did not want Phil.
Really?
They did not.
interesting.
And let me tell you, they really fought for Phil. They fought for him so much, they invited him to their house. Like, I guess this was maybe Chris Lloyd, one of the creators.
Wow.
Had him, taped him on the trampoline, swatting the ball. Remember those
just being
episodes?
silly, yeah.
And then took that footage and showed it to the network
That's
to
nice.
That's how they got
sell
him.
Ty as Phil.
That's nice.
And
He's
isn't that
such a
something?
perfect Phil. I couldn't imagine.
I couldn't
know.
imagine. And I think that was their problem. Prior to Modern Family, Phil has done all these other shows that were not comedies.
Right.
That
That's
I think
why.
they were just like,
But he
he's
also
great.
has a master's in fine arts, so
Does
he
he?
really knows
Knows
his,
how to-
his
yeah, he
stuff.
knows
He
his
can
stuff.
do anything, and that's what he's proved.
Matt,
Right,
hey,
right.
just so you guys know, Matt Sloan has to jump off because he should be at work, but he's
Oh.
listening to us, so I'm giving a
Thank
shout
you,
out.
Matt.
So
Matt.
Go to work, Matt.
Go to
Okay.
work.
It's interesting how networks sometimes don't have the best decision or right decision, because even if you think back to like that old show Happy Days, Fonzie was supposed to be a blonde-haired, blue-eyed,
Right.
regular
Yes.
Caucasian guy,
Right.
and he ended up
Yeah.
being what we
Yeah.
see
Yeah.
here.
And
So,
the Fonz didn't start off as the big character that
Right.
we all
Yes.
remember.
Neither did Urkel.
Yeah, Jaleel White.
Yes,
Right.
who
Right.
came to read on Monday as part of the script reading.
Ah.
Yeah, it's been a really great
Wait,
experience.
who are you talking about? Henry
Jaleel
Winkler or
White.
Jaleel White?
Jaleel White,
Okay.
but
Gotcha.
one of the instructors, who's a permanent instructor, used to write for Happy Days, and that's how I know about the Happy Days scoop.
And just so you know, shout out to Henry Winkler and Maria. All of us, we are all alumni from Emerson College. Thank you very
Really?
much. Yes,
Oh,
we are all
lovely.
alumni. But
Where's that?
in Boston, Massachusetts. So,
Oh.
but I just want to say that I remember.
she's
I'm about to
cracking
go on it.
herself
I know,
up.
because I was like, I can't believe I'm bringing this up, but I'm gonna give my own self a little plug. But I remember when I was on the show and they recast my behind, and I was really upset.
Really?
But the great thing about it is that that show ended up only doing like 60 episodes, and they said that I didn't look 16. But then I went on Passions and booked that, and I was playing 16. I
And
did
you-
over 300.
That's
and some
what I was
change
about to
episodes.
say.
Exactly.
Right,
Exactly.
right. You never know.
Never know.
Exactly.
One door
See what they
closes,
did?
another one
Yeah.
opens.
You know,
He
the same thing
opens
actually
another
happened
one.
with me on the game. I was actually cast 3 times prior to the role that I had. And each time
Really?
they had either written the character out or just changed it. And the last one I had gotten, the character needed to have like she needed to be really, really big.
You look good from this angle.
Right.
She's like
right.
taken care of to me.
Right.
I had to work some things out. Victoria's Secret, don't get it twisted.
Shout out to Water Bros.
Oh, we have a caller. Okay, so yeah, it's just interesting.
We'll
how
get back to
casting
your
goes.
breasts in a moment, Kim.
Thanks, Tange.
Go ahead,
Caller.
caller. Make it brief.
Hello?
Dang.
What's up?
Hi,
caller?
what's your name and where are you calling from?
What's up? This is Brian from Chicago.
What's
Hi,
up,
Brian from Chicago.
He sounds cool as a mug.
I know,
What's,
don't he?
What's on your mind,
Is
Brian?
Christy there?
Yes.
Christy, what's happening, my baby?
What's up, Brian? Hey.
How you ladies doing this evening?
We're doing great.
We're great. Are you not watching? You're just calling in to say hi?
Well, I saw it on Facebook, so I figured I might as well take a couple minutes out of my work night.
Thank you so much.
That's really nice, Brian.
Thanks, Brian. I'm about to call him Chris. Thank you,
know, I
Brian.
got to show them. You ladies deserve it.
Thank you.
thank you.
We like you, Brian.
Did you have a comment or thought for us tonight, Brian?
We'd have to ask him something.
Oh, well, he could have been listening.
Yeah.
He could have something to say.
Actually, no, I wasn't
He said he
listening.
just saw it
but
on
go
Facebook.
ahead.
But go ahead.
Shoot me whatever you got. I wasn't listening.
Do you watch Modern Family?
When I get a chance to, yes.
Okay.
Well, real brief, what do you think about honesty, actually speaking your mind to a significant other or your mother, or your parents, or whoever?
Telling the truth, even if you know someone you care about's feelings might get hurt. Do you do it?
Oh, you got to. Well, you have to. You have to, regardless of the situation. You got to speak your mind.
Right.
You have to voice your choice. Otherwise, you're living in a fantasy world,
Right.
So if your wife asks you if she's gained too much weight, you say absolutely yes, you have, and that's why we haven't had sex in a month.
Oh, well, no, you butter it up as much as you can.
You butter her up,
or you to get her out the door.
What you got to say?
The truth comes out.
Hey, you got to remember this: the woman always wears the pants in the family.
I'm so glad. Are you married?
I love you.
Are you married?
No, I am not.
Are you in a relationship?
Well, we're numerous.
Okay, well,
don't get numbers on our account.
Put your information on our fan page so people can hit you up, because you realize the woman wears the pants, and a nice woman would love to be in a relationship with you.
That's Brian out of Chicago.
Yes,
So thank you
Brian
for your
Chicago.
call, Brian.
Brian, what's your last name again?
This is Brian Ryan here from Chicago.
Ryan.
Please hit us up on our Facebook page. Is
Yes.
it facebook.com/thesistars?
Yeah, we don't have that yet because we need 25
Oh, yeah.
followers.
Okay, well, it will be.
We're all
It will
new,
be.
so-
Yeah, you can't do your name thing.
But
You can't
know
do
that.
Thank you for Brian Ryan. Thank you for calling. We're gonna get into a hot topic real quick because we have like 10 minutes left. So let's jump in it.
We really need a 90-minute show after Buzz TV. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm just putting it out there. Okay,
Exactly.
continue, Christy.
No, so go ahead to tell us our hot topic.
Janora does such a great job.
But no,
I love how we're all passing the buck.
All right, so we're talking.
Nobody wants to talk about it.
Well,
we gonna talk about it.
so it's interesting.
No,
Oh no, go for it, Taz.
That's okay. I changed my mind.
All right, so we're talking about honesty.
Yes.
And the truth and what we want to hear.
Is the U.S. government honest?
Dang, Karen.
That's what it is. Bam.
I was gonna say it a little
Sometimes
bit.
you just gotta say what you gotta say.
Thank you. That's right.
Okay, there you
He's gonna butter it up like Brian.
There's no
Ryan.
buttering.
Like
We're
Brian
going
Ryan.
hardcore. We're going all the way to the. So we're doing it.
So look,
Yeah, clearly it's what's been talked about all week. We're just continuing it here, and we just related it to Modern Family. So
Because that's
it's
what
honesty,
we do here.
Right. It's honesty the best policy. And also something that I actually posted on my Facebook.
Beautiful.
I said that, I don't remember what I said exactly, but I said I don't celebrate the loss of life for anyone.
Right.
And I think it's that level of thinking that's created the problem that we're in right now.
Absolutely.
So,
And even in Modern Family, he was mourning the loss of his mother.
Absolutely.
There was a person that was, allegedly killed, and people are celebrating in the streets.
Right.
What message is that sending?
you said
to our
allegedly.
youth?
Would you be more convinced if the pictures were shown? What about that debate? Do you think he should show them or
I saw
not?
more footage of him doing mixtapes on YouTube in a cave, sending out threats to us. I'm like, who is the camera guy and who is the FedEx delivery guy that's getting us this footage? But they can't get the footage of him getting killed or being buried at sea.
I don't want to see the footage. I mean,
you don't have to see it, but I just want to know it's there.
Let me just say this. This is what Sarah Palin said. She says, quote,
I remember her.
Yes, she says, show photo as warning to others seeking Americans' destruction. No pussyfooting around, no politicking, no drama. It's part of the mission. This is what she tweeted
Sarah, go to sleep.
yesterday.
Take a nap.
But that's a good point, because my friend used to have cockroaches, and she killed one and left him smashed up on her bedroom wall as an example to the other roaches.
See, the problem
and
that
that's
I have,
what Sarah Palin is saying.
And that's what Modern Family and
Sophia's
Sophia
character Gloria did too with the rat.
But the problem that I have is that it's very convenient that we get to use Bin Laden as a scapegoat.
And I'm so happy you called him Bin Laden.
Meaning that
because he wasn't called. Say it.
No, we all of a sudden just started calling him Osama.
Now that Obama is in
right,
office.
but before it's all Bin Laden.
I want to hear what you got to say. You said
I'm
what?
just saying, I think that there's
more
more components to this situation, and I think when we are distracted by focusing on Bin Laden, then we take the focus off the real issues, which is some other stuff that's going on.
Okay, but
failing education system, poverty.
Yeah, but I mean, and also, I did a quote. I did get a quote, and I know we got a caller, but I did get a quote of some of the things that he said. He said
Bin Laden.
Bin Laden.
Okay.
He said, and I kind of quoted. Decline of American government. This is what he believes, that soon that there will be a decline of American government and the weakness of the American soldiers. They are only prepared to fight easy wars, not long, bitter ones. We are not worried about the Americans. The last part of it, we are sure of our victory. Our battle with Americans are larger than the Russians. We predict a black day for America and the end of the United States. They will retreat from our land and collect the bodies of their sons back to America. And this was quoted in 98, 3 years prior to 9/11, May of 98.
Got that. And nothing will change in our culture, in our world, in our societies until we get that I am you and you are me.
Right.
Absolutely.
You got to look at people and see the God within
the
them.
propaganda that there's an other. There is no other.
Which all comes down to
other.
Not at all. We are acting from a state of fear
and survival,
which is how this country is run. That's why everything on the news is like, watch out for that escalator. You could fall.
And
watch out for that windshield wiper. It could hit you.
Game that, and I have to say, I had a moment of pause when I saw President Obama at Ground Zero, because if I had a family member who I lost, my perception might be slightly different. Yet I still come back to I am you, you are me, and when we embrace that.
But even if you lost somebody, I mean, it's kind of like if your daughter's murdered and they just lock up somebody and say, okay, this is the one who got your daughter. Do you feel better? No, it doesn't bring your daughter back, and this may not be the person that did it. We never had proof that. We never know who did what they did on September 11th. And if he was the leader that he feels he is, there are still people under him that are continue to do whatever his mission was, with or without him.
How do you feel about people saying, Tangerine just said that you are un-American, you are unpatriotic, how dare you say that?
We are un-American,
you know what?
Ooh, did I say that?
Wow. We got to do a part 2 of this show. Because we're running out of time. You know what? But before we take the call, to answer your question, Janora, because there was a lot of like professional athletes and celebrities that were tweeting about, they don't believe that Osama is dead. There's no pictures. And why are we rejoicing over the loss of a person? They got so much slack that they had to like delete the tweets, and their publicists had to make an announcement on their behalf. And it's like, what happened to freedom of speech?
And
why can't I say I don't believe everything I see and this is how I feel?
And one of them said, I can't remember the guy that you sent us, and this is
Rashard
what I was alluding
Johnson?
to. Rashard Mendenhall.
Mendenhall
and this is what I was
Steelers.
alluding to. All he said was that he didn't believe that a plane could demolish a building like that. Meaning that there could have been other operatives, other variables at play, which I think there are.
I saw a video that broke it down scientifically that there was no way, the way it was hit by the planes, that building would have fallen the way it did.
Oh, that's just
this stuff happening everywhere.
But see, and it might not ever be in our generation. We might not ever find out. You know what I mean?
Might, because I saw a black president in mine.
Well, that's true.
I mean, that's a good point.
That's a good point. As you were saying, that right there, that's just not my. I'm gonna focus on the people who are dealing with those situations, and I'm not saying
the ones who suffered a loss from 9/11.
Yeah, exactly. And again, we'll never. There's just a lot of things we never know.
Do you think they believe he's dead though?
The people who
suffered a loss, do you think? Because when I was watching Obama speak about it, I kept waiting for them to cut away to the footage of something. Right. Them finding him, catching him, running towards him, him getting shot.
Well, his daughter,
something.
Bin Laden's daughter said that and it was on the news today, where she said that he didn't even have a gun. That they just
he was unarmed.
That he was unarmed. That the guns were to the side.
I mean, well,
exactly right. I mean that's true. So that to me lets me know that he probably is dead if the daughter is coming out and saying all this stuff about what actually happened.
Well, then my question. I'm just posing all these questions. My question now becomes: clearly, the truth is relative, as in
yes,
very true,
and it's all depends on where you're sitting.
Depends on where you're sitting, what you believe. I don't.
You don't care?
No. I definitely care.
Oh,
but I'm a big conspiracy theorist, and I think that there are other factors involved in what we know or the information we get.
Absolutely.
They're never going to give us all the information.
I saw the movie Wag the Dog.
Absolutely.
And if anybody has seen that movie, Wag the Dog.
Have you guys seen the TV show V? The new TV show.
No,
it's about
I haven't.
aliens. They come.
Yeah.
I want you ladies, because this topic's really hot right now. I want you guys to just try to get into it.
Okay.
And instead of aliens, think the United States government.
Okay.
So everybody's
thank you for the challenge.
And
you guys out there.
Usually when you watch a movie that has something to do with aliens, you usually can substitute African Americans. No, seriously. And the plot.
They do
you
that.
substitute that when you're watching it.
Oh, or
you
like,
can see how they're treated or how they fought for their freedom or how they fought to be recognized.
What was that fabulous movie they shot? District 9.
Yes. That was definitely.
Okay, I'll buy that if you use that as an example.
But I knew that before I saw District 9 because there's so many other movies that have the same example. Yes, Christy.
Because we have 3 minutes and we're going to have to wrap it up.
Okay, my friend Daniel Ferguson shout you out. He said he tried to call, but it just rang. Sorry about that.
Larry Williams, we thank you for watching.
Thank you. you, Daniel.
I just want to say the one thing I do love that you said, Karen, about I am you and you are me, and just the whole the bathwater. They say Cleopatra's bathwater. We all there's some of that in all of us, and that if we just
break that down, Cleopatra's bathwater.
Basically, what it is
Thank
that
you, Janara.
when she took this. Here's this woman from way back in the day.
That was played by a white woman when they made the movie.
Well, we're talking about the real person.
I know. I'm just saying. Go ahead.
But anyway. All of the water. Here she is. The water drains into the river with all that kind of stuff, and then the water goes up. It keeps floating, and then our tears go into the river. So no matter what we're drinking, we are basically drinking each other's tears that are in here because it all comes back from the ocean. So that's what they call this.
I used to think that when I was a little girl. I didn't know that Cleopatra said that, but that's
it's just symbolic.
She
all of us are breathing the same air.
Absolutely.
All of our hearts are beating.
So then the final question.
Well,
what will it take for us to realize that?
Yeah.
And
but
what happens next? Because now that this person has been, executed for our freedom, does the terror color scheme thing go back up because other people in this country are going to retaliate? Are we still going to be molested at the airport? Is the gas prices still going to be $5?
No, everything is probably still going to be the same. I mean, I don't think it's going to get any different.
Somebody said that instead of killing him, they should have let him stay alive and made him keep going through airport security for the rest of his life because he's the reason that I get fingered and fondled when I'm trying to take a flight.
I do want to say this though. I do love the way I believe that President Obama has compassion for people and compassion and empathy. And I think in order to move in the direction that we're talking about, to answer your question, will we ever move that way? That's what I think he's trying to do, and hopefully that will end up happening.
Is that why he didn't show us the body?
That was part of it.
I mean,
probably.
I think
that was
part of it. He didn't have to gloat, and I think there is a level of decency and integrity that we can maintain, and that we don't have to drop down to, just. I don't think we have to do that.
Closing
remarks from the late great Michael Jackson starts with the man in the mirror. You know what I mean?
MJ,
that's where it starts.
Yes,
all right, rest in peace. Anybody else, ladies?
No, thank you, Modern
Oh,
Family
our favorite
viewers.
quotes. We're not doing the favorite quotes of Modern Family?
Well, yeah.
I loved when he
Real
said,
quick,
how much
quick.
longer am I going to have to listen to Julia Childs when they were cooking
that
together,
was
Jay
so
and
funny.
Phil? And
That
then
was
Phil
mine.
said, as long as it's still funny. And then Jay said, I think the timer just went off on that.
That was funny.
And I
That
loved
was
when
mine.
Gloria said, he's persnickety. He's persnickety. It was such a cute
I liked
way.
when Jay. I liked when with the Manny who said, "Oh God, I have to be honest too. Those aren't real Cheerios." Or
Oh, yeah, real Fruit Loops. They're generic. Yeah, that was really cute.
That was cute.
That was
And
really cute.
when Cam was being interrogated about what made him stereotypically gay,
Right.
like you wear pink, and he's like, or you love pink. He was like, no, pink loves me.
Yes. He was like, we don't want to go to your baby shower.
And then he
We
had-
don't have a visitor every time of the month,
And then
and
he
we
had
don't
this
love
little
pink.
giggle. Right.
Yes.
It was so cute.
Well, you both said both of mine, so we'll wrap it up.
Well,
there.
thank you,
I'm
viewers and
sorry.
listeners.
Thanks,
Come back
guys.
next week.
Yay, thank
And
you
click
for watching.
in between time. Tell your friends.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the sisters are in the house.
We be trying to get a lot of topics in this hour, y'all.
We're trying.
From producers Kevin Undergaro and Phil Svitek, engineer DJ Jesse Janity, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. If you have questions or comments, be sure to buzz us at info@AfterBuzzTV.com. And you can find us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter by searching for AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
Woo, thanks, Trey.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.